Good morning and welcome everyone in the social science class. Today we are going to start new lesson of the geography lesson 7 and the name of the lesson is human environment. In this chapter we are going to discuss about the settlements of the human beings in the earlier time and the modern time, and then we will also discuss about the transportation system, different modes of the transportation like roadways, railways, waterways, airways and the pipelines. And then we will discuss about the different means of the communication which change our life and help us to exchange our ideas and views from one person to the another person. So first we will start with the definition of the environment. So environment, whatever we see our surrounding is known as environment, and it consists both the natural and the man-made environment. Natural environment include forest, land, river, mountain, air, and human-made or the man-made environment include road, buildings, family, temple. They all are the man-made environment. Now we have must know that what is human environment. So human environment it concern with the people who live in the different environment, and it's a kind of interaction between the human and the environment. And in this chapter, we are going to discuss all the aspects of the human environment. And first, we will start with the settlement. So, settlement means a cluster or a group of houses. And settlements are a place where people build their home. Settlement is primary residence of the human society. If we talk about the ancient time, human beings lead a life of the food gatherer and move from one place to the another place in the search of food. They did not have a permanent settlement and hence they used to live in the caves or took the shelter under the trees. They are completely dependent on the environment to satisfy their needs like the food or the cloth or the shelter. But with the discovery of the fire, iron, and the wheel, big step take toward the civilization. The tools become more sophisticated and the farmers start cultivating crops near the bank of the rivers like the Niles or the Indus Valley. And with the passage of the time, human being learned new way of farming. Now they start living a settled life and they start building their permanent homes. They were not required to wander in the search of food and could afford a settle down at one place. Hence, building of the permanent shelter, domestication of the animals, and use of the cloth made of fiber become the part of the human life. And with the advancement of the science and the technology, human beings have been able to modify their natural environment into a permanent settlement or the permanent environment. Now human beings live in a permanent house which protect them from the harsh temperature, chilly wind, rough terrain and also give them the privacy. So with the passage of time, human beings are now more advanced and live in a better home. But there are many factors that responsible our permanent settlement. Whenever we buy a new house or buy a land to making a new home, there are many factors which influence the choice of a house or a land. So now we will discuss different factors that responsible for the permanent settlement. The first one is the water. From the earlier time, we see that mostly the human civilization developed near the river like the Indus or the Nile river. And even today, water is an important source for the growth of a village and the town. Even in the desert area, people used to make their house where they can find some water. The settlements that grow around the source of water are known as wet point settlements. And then there is another point or the factor that responsible for the permanent settlement, that is the relief feature. It play an important role in the development of permanent settlement. Plain are the favorable location for the establishment of the permanent settlement. It is easy to have a good transportation network in a plain area, and it is possible for the people to move easily from one place to another place in this area. In India, in India, many towns and cities have developed in northern plain, and there are some special sites also. Some sites are chosen for the settlement because of their natural beauty. They are also called tourism based town. They provide employment to the many people, like in Srinagar, Goa, Shimla. These are the sites which are chosen by the people only for their natural beauty. So these are some factors which affect the choice of the house. Now we will move to the another point, that is the transportation and the communication. So first we must know that what is the transportation. So transportation is the act of moving of people or the goods from one place to the another place. Transportation is the mean by which people and goods can move. But if we talk about in the earlier time, in earlier days, it took a great deal of time to travel long distances. People had to walk and animals to carry their goods. Mostly people use the bullock carts or the horse carts or the bicycle cart to move from one place to the another place. And like the transportation in olden time, the mean of the communication was also very different. um, Sometimes people used a pigeon to send their letter to one place to the another place, and also they used postcards and the telephone to communicate with the people who living in a distant places. But with the passage of the time in and with the invention of the wheel and made the transportation more easier, now we can use the different mode of the transportation to move from one place to the another place. And like this we have the different mean of communication right now, which help us to communicate with the people who are sitting in a different place instantly. So now we will discuss both point one by one. So first we will start with the transportation, the mode of the transportation. So we have the different mode of the transportation. First one is the roadways, then railways, waterways, airways, and the pipeline. So roadways. It is used for the movement of the passenger and the goods for the shorter distance. Road transport provide door-to-door service, and it help in transportation of the perishable items like fruits, vegetables to the distance market with a speedy movement. Roadways is the shift and the efficient mean of the transportation which provide a better service to the people. Construction and maintenance of the road is cheaper as compared to the another mean of the transport. Even in the hilly areas, road transportation play a very important role, as other mean of the transport are either not possible or very expensive. So road transport is one of the cheapest mean of the transportation. The next one is the railways. It is also used to call the lifeline of a country, and it is used for the movement of the bulky goods, a large number of the passenger for a long distance. It brings people closer from the farthest corner of the country. As the long distance are difficult to travel by the road, railways provide the most comfortable and less expensive means of transportation. The electrification of the railways has resulted in reduced pollution and has helped in carrying large number of the passenger from one place to the another place. So next one is waterways. It is one of the cheapest mode of the transportation for bulky and the heavy good, and it can transport hundred of the passenger from one place to the another place. In this picture you can see that many people are sitting in the small boat, and this we call the inland transportation, and this is the sea transportation. And nowadays large and machinized ships are equipped with all modern facilities. They can transport hundred of the passenger and vast amount of the goods from one country to the another country. Now next transportation is airways. It is the latest and the fastest mean of the transportation, but also very expensive. But airways has in a way reduced the distance and converted the world into one unit. Then next one is the pipeline. The pipeline are used for the transportation of the liquid and gaseous material like the oil, water and the natural gas. It is the recent mode of transportation. The natural gas pipelines run through four states of India, that is the Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, and the Uttar Pradesh. So it is the modern mean of transportation, and with the help of pipeline, we can transport the liquid things like the iron ore, rock phosphates, or the oil, petroleum, diesel, and water to one place to the another place. Then next one is the last point is communication. So communication means exchange of the ideas and view from one person to the another person, and we have already seen the olden way of sending the message to one person to another person. People use the pigeon or the postcard or the letters to send their message to one person to the another person. But in a modern time we have the different mean of communication, and the advancement in the field of the communication has brought about an information revolution in the world. Different mode of communication are used to provide the information and to educate as well as entertain us also, like the newspaper, television, mobile phones, laptop, internet. All these connect a large number of the people, and this we also call the mass media. And even the satellite play a important role because satellite have made the communication even faster. Communication network have become very important for exchanging knowledge and idea, which in turn contribute to economic development. It also help in developing social relationship and the unity. And even during the natural calamities like flood, drought, the means of instant communication like the TV, radio, mobile phone, flash news, so that relief can be rushed to the spot immediately. And with the help of the satellite, we can send our message instantly to one person to the another person. Now we use the different mean of communication which send our message, like we use the electronic mails. With the help of internet we can send our message to one person to another person easily. We use laptop, we use pen drive or the CDs or the different social medias which help to communicate people. And internet not only provide us with the worldwide information and interaction, but has also made our life more comfortable. So now we can reserve ticket of the railway, airways, and even the cinema and the hotel sitting at the home with this kind of the mean of the communication. So that's it. This is the end of the chapter. I hope chapter is clear to you. So thank you and have a good day to all of you.